Hello everybody, Swedish Neptune here. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. In this video, I will be showing you guys 10 helpful Minecraft tips that you need to know about. So, let's go. Okay, so first obviously we're going to be going to tip number 1. And this is a pretty basic tip. I'm pretty sure that most of the people watching this video already know about this. So let's just say I wanted a certain color of wool. For example, cyan. There's two ways to do that. I could just get normal wool and I could dye it cyan with cyan dye, or I could get a sheep and dye it cyan and shear it. I would be better off dyeing it cyan because then I could get much more. See that? I got 3 pieces of cyan wool. So if you ever want to get a certain color of wool, don't dye the wool, dye the sheep and then shear it. Okay, next we're going on to tip number 2. So, if you ever want to go underwater and stay there for like forever without an expensive water breathing potion, you can use any of these items: ladder, oak fence, glass pane, iron bar, spruce, oak wood door, gate, fence, trapdoor, etc. I actually use this to stay underwater and make houses and stuff like that. So you can actually stay underwater for a long time. It makes like a air pocket. It makes a pocket of air and you can stay underwater for like a really long time. So you can stay underwater for as long as you want. And that is tip number 2. Okay. Now we're going on to tip number 3. This is a tip that's very useful though for those people that like to go on maps that have all kinds of traps. And if you ever come across a tripwire trap like this, do not ever break the string. You have to break the tripwire hook. If you break the string, it will still activate it and it will blow up. So never break the string. Even if you're deactivating it, always break the tripwire hook because it will disable it before it can activate the D&D. So I'm just gonna break this just in case something happens. So yeah, always break the tripwire. I mean, never break the tripwire. Break the tripwire hooks. And that is trick number 3. Okay, next we're on to tip number 4. This is useful for those types of people that like to build. Will you shut up? Okay. So don't waste your time going to the bottom of the ocean and building blocks all the way to the top. You can just place a lily pad there. If I can do that here. Yep. And place a block, if I can do this correctly. There you go. And you can place blocks under it. And so then you can automatically make a ship to the top. And you don't have to waste your time going to the bottom and going back up to the top. So just use the lily pads for that. And that is tip number 4, I believe. This is a very small ship. Now we're moving on to tip number 5. I'm actually going to have to climb the ladder here because there's some kind of glitch where when it goes up there I can't fall down, so I'm going to skip through the part where I'm climbing up the ladder. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I made it to the top. So if you're ever going to jump down a crazy height, you could always go towards the water. But if there's no water there, what you could do is you could get a water bucket, and when you're falling down, you could just be quick enough to get the water bucket right under your feet, and you need to keep clicking. Like, I'm going to fall down here, and I need to keep clicking. Yep, we made it just in time. I think if we were in survival, we would have made that. So, that's a really cool trick for getting down really high heights without water. Well, you're using a water bucket, but you're not using any type of water puddles or anything like that. So that is tip number 5. Okay, now we're moving on to tip number 6. This is a sheep that I told to shut up. So annoying. So when I actually spawned this sheep, it was actually pink. No joke. Okay, so if you want to get more wool from a sheep, what you can do is either you can hit it with the diamond sword once, then hit it with your fist, then shear it at the same time, like right after you hit it, like that. And you can get up to 4 pieces of wool while doing that. You could do that, or you could hit a sheep 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then hit it one more time, then shear it. Like that. And we actually got 4 pieces of wool from that. So you can get up to 4 pieces of wool from that. But in case if you were doing my first tip, I don't think you would want to do that, because that would only be 1 extra wool and you would kill a sheep for nothing. So that is tip number 6. Next, we're moving on to tip number 7. This is actually how to cure a zombie villager. So you could skip to tip number 8 if you already know how to do this. So all you need to do is get a fermented spider eye, gunpowder, golden apple, blaze powder for the fuel, and water bottles. So first you're gonna go in your brewing stand, do all this and that, and put the fermented spider eye, and I'm actually gonna skip this. I'll be right back. And now we've got our potions of weakness, but now you need to put gunpowder in there. And I'll skip this as well. And then when you get your splash potions of weakness, all you need to do is throw one at the zombie villager. Just throw it at him. Just like that. And right click him with the golden apple. That actually scared me. I was not expecting that. It'll make that noise, and he will start shaking, and in about 3 minutes, he will turn into a normal villager. And I'm obviously gonna skip this, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, after about 3 minutes, he will turn into a normal villager, and you will hear this sound. Listen. Yep, about half of that sound was skipped accidentally, but I was able to get the other half, and the villager will be back to normal. So that is how to transform a zombie villager into a normal villager. Next, we're moving on to tip number 8. Make sure whenever you go into the nether that you always bring snowballs, because if you come across a blaze that tries to attack you, you don't even need arrows. All you could do is just throw a bunch of snowballs at it, and it will die very quickly. Yep, just like that. Next, number 9. If you go to YXS 11, if you look, I'm at YXS 11. If you go there, you will have a very high chance of finding diamonds. You just need to keep digging and digging, and yes, you will eventually find them. And yes, I did place them by myself. I did place these by myself. And I was saving the best for last. You can actually put armor on villagers, and you can also make villagers attack zombies or whatever the whatever is attacking the villager. So there's armor in here. It has thorns. I'll talk about that in a second. And there's a creeper head as well. So this villager is actually wearing the armor. You can't see it, but it's there. And he's wearing the creeper head. If I try to hurt him, he will try to attack me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm in survival, and I was trying to kill this guy, and he is so close to killing me. I'm not kidding. Oh, he killed me. See? This villager killed me. How embarrassing. And that is 10 helpful Minecraft tips that you need to know about. So thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.